Hi Taurus, I'm Ronique and welcome to Scorpio Soul Time. I hope you all are doing well. Today we're going to talk about the total lunar eclipse that occurs in your sign in Taurus on November 8th, 2022 at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And at this time, both the sun, well, actually the sun is in Scorpio at 16 degrees and then the moon sits across the sky in Taurus at also 16 degrees. This is a very potent, very powerful time here, Taurus. As if you don't know that already, I'm sure some interesting things have happened in your life as well as in Scorpio's lives, but really this affects all of us here on Earth. So we're going to get right into it. We have a lot of powerful players in the sky at this time. If this is the first time you've joined me, welcome. This is where we talk about astrology as well as pull some tarot cards. Today we're going to focus all on Taurus themes, which have to do with money, career, your self-worth, anything that is like a tangible asset like stock market and things that are like your job, your salary, that type of thing. So that's what we're really going to hone in on, since those are the Taurus themes. But also, before we get into it, I want to let you know the November 2022 month ahead videos are up. If you haven't already, please take a look at those in the description below. Also take a look at the Eclipse playlist, because this is 18 months of energy that we've been going through Scorpio and Taurus, and this is a really powerful time. Back on the 25th, we had that partial solar eclipse in Scorpio, and now this energy right now is going to be for this total blood moon solar or lunar eclipse in Taurus. So let's get right into it, Taurus. What we're going to do is we're actually going to pull I like to call these are actually like oracle cards, but these have to do with your wealth code and your money and what type of planets you're working with. So at this time, I'm actually going to pull one card for each sign as we go through them. Take a look at your sun, moon, and rising sign videos in this series, just to see what energies you are working with in terms of your money, your wealth over these next 6 months. So I'm going to cut the card twice like that, and let's see what you all have in store for you, Taurus. So look at that. You all have the King, the Sun, which makes total sense, Taurus, since you all are the main focus right now at this eclipse. So the Sun says, I powerfully lead my mission. Regal, powerful, passionate, courageous, sovereign, responsible, benevolent, creative, innovative, decisive, directive, visionary, and respected. So very good. And if you have any Leo themes also, right, really passionate with that Sun card. But you know, this is really big focus, not only for you, Taurus, but for the fixed signs, because we do have still that Leo energy, that Scorpio energy, and Aquarius energy with Saturn moving through Aquarius's sign. Obviously, we have that stellium of planets in Scorpio. So just know that this King Sun is going to be really your main ruler and your theme throughout these next 6 months, okay? So we're just going to put that up here for you all. So let's go ahead and pull a past, present, and future card spread, and then we will clarify it with some other tarot, Rider-Waite tarot traditional deck. I like to do that because I think it helps us be able to hone in better on the past, present, and future energy. So let's take a look, Taurus. So in the past, you have the Knight of Cups in reverse. In the present, you have the Ten of Wands in reverse. And in the future, you have the Seven of Swords in reverse. So right off the bat, this is really interesting because I feel like you have some very dark cards here. And I say that because it feels like there's this heaviness going on without even knowing what the different cards are, you can feel this heaviness of weight. And I definitely feel like with this 10 of Wands, you're definitely coming to some kind of conclusion or some kind of ending. Some kind of fire energy with that 10 of Wands is coming in, Taurus. But let's pull some clarifier cards. Ooh, did you see that one jump? Let's pull some clarifier cards for that Knight of Cups in reverse, that 10 of Wands in reverse, and that 7 of Swords in the upright for the future. Please, Spirit Guides, send me information on how we can clarify for Taurus. Also, Taurus, at this time, we do have, like I said, that stellium of energy in Scorpio. We do have Venus, as well as Mercury, as well as the Sun and the South Node in Scorpio. So don't be surprised if at this time themes around regeneration, rebirth, but around your finances, around your self-worth, where you're maybe not feeling as worthy as you should in terms of where you are going with your career. This is really potent time that you might be getting some kind of eclipsed energy of when it's time to move on from somewhere. So just keep that in mind, okay? So the clarifier for the Knight of Cups, we do have the 10 of Cups. So that's a nice looking energy from the Knight of Cups in reverse to this 10 of Cups in this past position. In the present, to clarify the 10 of Wands, we have the Page of Cups. So Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, 10 of Cups. So lots of emotional energy. That may be a lot of that scorpionic energy, Taurus, coming on in. And in the future, for that 7 of Swords, we do have the Empress card, major arcana number 3. So that's really refreshing to see, Taurus, because I feel like you're really coming into your own. And I heard turn over the bottom of the deck, and can you see there, you do have that Ace of Pentacles. And I feel like that's really I feel like that's really indicative of this time for you all, Taurus, because I feel like similar to that King Oracle Wealth card, it's like this is like your time to be figuring out where is money serving you and where it's not. I do have this feeling around this month, you're going to start feeling like, okay, I no longer fit into this job, or I no longer fit into this place. I need to start looking for other outlets, maybe of satisfaction. I feel like a lot of you all have been having little clues since this summer when you all had the new moon eclipse in your sign. I do feel like you're kind of like feeling like, okay, when is it that I'm gonna like finally like get my either wealth, or I'm gonna feel like I really belong in this place. And I feel like in the past, you've had this Knight of Cups, 10 of Cups, where it's feeling like you were trying to, maybe someone was bringing you messages, or you were kind of like caught up in someone bringing you maybe some kind of emotional help or burden. Maybe it was around your family. I do feel like at this eclipse cycle, you're going to start feeling like your family is really important to you. You're really ready to like put them more on the front burner. Maybe in the past, I feel like you had a struggle between kind of like family life and home life. And I feel like at this eclipse, you might really get an aha moment with this Page of Cups and 10 of Wands. Like you're finally ready to like move on from this career, move on from what you've been doing for so long. That 10 of Wands, especially with all that dark energy, like I was saying, it's like you finally get an aha moment that you've reached the pinnacle of where you can in this career, in this job, and now you're ready to like take on those messages of like healing. Like you're ready to move on from whatever is no longer serving you. Excuse me. So I'm really happy to see that, because I feel like as you move into this next 6-month period, Taurus, there is this sense of possibly those around you feeling like someone's either trying to take something from you, maybe you feeling like someone robbed you of an opportunity. But I feel like this Empress card is coming in to tell you, like, don't worry about it. Like, you're going to be, not only are you going to be good, but you're going to be really good, because you're either going to take this Venus energy and like catapult your career, catapult yourself. The Empress is that card of like rebirth or birthing or starting something new, feeling like you can engage possibly in a new career, possibly you start taking classes, maybe you even just change, and instead of you being a 9-to-5, maybe you're now ready to be a stay-at-home parent with your kids. There really is something kind of like a rebirthing with this Empress energy. And so I think that, Taurus, this is going to be a really positive eclipse for you. I do think, though, that something is going to come out of the blue that you weren't expecting. I think that 10 of Wands is going to be like a jolt of like, oh, I guess this is time for me to move on. It could be layoffs at your work. It could be, you know, maybe a family member saying, you know, it's time for me to stay home. Do you mind like helping me out? There's something that's going to come at this eclipse, Taurus. So take a look at your sun, moon, and rising sign in this series, as well as those eclipse videos. Also take a look at that November month ahead, because I feel like this Ace of Pentacles and that King, the Sun, is really like sending you lots of love and light at this time, but you're just going to have to be really fluid and not be too like stuck in your ways to receive the messages. Okay, Taurus, I hope you all have a great total lunar eclipse in your sign, and I'll talk to you later.